Om Shanti. A very good morning to all. So today we will continue with the Murli that we started yesterday. The date of the Murli, 9th April 1986. And the title of the Murli, Signs of a True Server. So yesterday Baba gave us different virtues and different qualities of a true server and his service. Right? Baba also taught us three basic uh, things that are needed for service. That is, renunciation, tapasya, should be merged in service. Right? And today, Bapdada is meeting different groups. And so we will read the Murli together. And it is the day of Baba Milan today. So we'll also sit in the awareness that he's here today. And I'm directly listening from him. So let's read the Murli together. Baba says, do you constantly experience yourselves to be immovable and unshakable souls? To remain stable in any situation of upheaval is a sign of being an elevated Brahman soul. The world is in upheaval, but you elevated souls cannot come into upheaval. Why? Because you know every scene of the drama. Knowledgeable and powerful souls constantly and automatically remain unshakable. Baba plays it so safe here that you cannot come into upheaval. And what is the reason? Because you are knowledgeable. You know every scene of the drama and you are aware of the drama. Can you just see that how he has used the term knowledgeable, that you know everything. You know your part as well and you know others' part as well. You cannot come into upheaval. Baba says, therefore, the atmosphere never makes you afraid. You are fearless. Or do you have a little fear? Are the Shaktis fearless or do you have a little fear? Because you knew even before the time of establishment that civil war was going to take place in Bharat. It has also been shown in your pictures from the beginning. Therefore, whatever is shown will happen. Will it not? The part of Bharat is of having civil war. This is why it is nothing new. Whatever be the circumstances, may it be civil war, may it be natural calamities. Right? So it is this point that Baba is making clear that you don't have to get into upheaval. You don't have to disturb your state of mind. So we can take it this way also, right? Forget about big or huge situations or circumstances coming in front. But even if there is little disturbance, like supposingly I planned a day according to my schedule and maybe it's not working. Maybe something else is taking place. Let's take in, for example, you know, uh, a very basic example of a coffee machine. You know, like I am used to having coffee daily, but the moment I wake up, I find that it's not working. The coffee machine is not working for me. So how is the mind running now? Is it like badly in need of that caffeine, or am I able to adjust, or I can move on for the day without having my coffee? Little are these things, little are these things. Let's suppose another example that, maybe a cab comes to my home to pick me up for the office. A shuttle comes, but maybe it's raining and they won't be able to come today. So what is my reaction? Am I able to reach office on my own? Am I able to manage stuff? Or is it that my mind has started complaining that, oh, what is this? What is happening? Right? Because these things are like quite big: civil war, natural calamities. uh, But even in little situations, if my mind starts complaining, if I, if my state starts coming into upheaval, like what is going to happen next, that means I need to really work on myself then, right? So, Bible says it is nothing new. Or do you become afraid? What happened? How did it happen? This happened. The task of all of you, while listening to and seeing the news, is to be powerful and see the predestined drama and to give power to others. People of the world are afraid, whereas you fill those souls with power. You have to continue to donate power to whoever comes into contact with you. Continue to donate peace to them. Again, very subtle, very basic, but then very deep. That if I myself, I am into upheaval and I cannot control my thoughts, how will I be able to serve the others? And I remember yesterday also I shared about uh, um, Vishwa Kishore Bell, but the other day I was reading about um, that Dadi Manoharendra, if I'm not wrong. And in those early days also, there was this upheaval of circumstances coming up and people opposing and all that picketing happening. So she said that Baba only used to tell us, "Ki Ashariripan ka abhyas sadhak karo," so that whosoever is coming in front of you will not be able to see your body, but will be only able to see you as light, right? And connecting to the dots back then to now, even if you see, maybe these are the Murlis that we are reading is a revised course, but even in the Sakar, the Avyakta that is going on, or the practice that Baba is giving us has the Ashariri stage involved, right? So it is that Adi so Ant Kala cheese, right? Because again, he is reminding us about that same stage that he used to teach them that even now will be the times of upheaval and you need to practice this stage again. She said that Baba used to be so firm that, we used to sit in that remembrance and we used to sit in that stage for hours, right? And that has to be the stage again because that time is going to come again. Right? So Baba says, at this time of peacelessness, it is the time to give peace. Therefore, you are messengers of peace. Messengers of peace has been remembered. Therefore, wherever you live, continue to move around, considering yourselves to be messengers of peace. You are messengers of peace, those who give the message of peace. Therefore, if you yourselves are embodiments of peace and are powerful, you will also continue to give that to others. They give you peacelessness and you give them peace. They cause a fire and you throw water on it. This is your task, is it not? See, Baba has said it in like few lines that you are messengers of peace. They cause fire, you throw water on it. But is it really easy? Mm. Even if somebody comes to my home and let's say breaks uh, uh, a flower vase that was quite new and that was quite expensive. I can't say at that time that it's okay, you broke my flower vase. And it takes time. It takes time for me to understand that, okay, the person so and so who did this was a little kid, and it happened by mistake, right? And what Baba is talking about here is absolute stage of peacelessness. And to overcome that, to even maintain my stage of peace and give peace to others, this actually needs a lot of accumulation of peace inside me. Then only I'll be able to do that. Right? So Baba says, this is your task, is it not? This is called being a true server. Therefore, at such a time, there is a need for this type of service. Bodies are perishable, but souls are powerful. So even if one you leave your body, the reward of remembrance will continue in the next body. So continue to inspire others to have permanent attainment. So who are you? Messengers of peace. Messengers of peace are master donors of peace and master donors of power. Are you constantly able to maintain this awareness? Are you constantly able to maintain this awareness? Always continue to make yourselves move forward with this awareness and also enable others to move forward. This is doing service. Whatever government laws there are, you do have to follow them, but you can definitely continue to serve with your mind and words whenever you get a little time. There is now a great need to do service through the mind, but only when you have filled yourselves with power will you be able to give it to others. See, the same thing that Baba earlier also mentioned, maybe, that if you are filled with power, you will then be able to give it to others. Well, I'm just sharing a practical example, when we meet a few students now, like supposingly Didi takes us to some seva in a college or in a particular school. So this basic subject of values, virtues, or maybe say when we talk to them about digital wellness, it does not interest them much, right? Of course, their teachers understand that it is useful for them, but students have very less interest. And that can be seen, when you are standing in front of the class. At that moment, they start talking amongst themselves. They get fidgety. They try not to listen to you. Some like fall asleep. Some don't even feel like taking out their notebooks and writing. And imagine that you are the teacher there. How is the mind reacting? That this person is not listening to me. I am here for seva, and the person in front is not interested. How is the mind fluctuating? because it is becoming so difficult. It's only an example of a teachers teaching their students. But many people, many souls have actually lost this interest of listening and paying attention to the other people. So how can we do service through words? It's very difficult. I mean, maximum 5 to 10 minutes they will sit in attention. After that, it's very difficult for them to concentrate. And it was the teachers there shared this experience that, it's becoming so difficult for us to teach these students because they are very fidgety. They can't even concentrate. And I was thinking that it is so true that Baba is now saying that you need to do service through the mind because it will be difficult for you to speak and share what you want to. And they are not in a state of listening. Right? And here I need the accumulation of power again so that I remain stable at that time and I'm able to give it to them. Right? Even when they are in the stage of peacelessness or maybe like not paying attention. It's a very, very basic example, but then we meet a lot of souls, um, right, on and off as we go, well, go to work or maybe at home. Maybe take an example of a maid at home. She does not understand at times what I'm trying to say, maybe. So how is my mind reacting? Because these little things that make up our day, that make up my schedule, is actually affecting my mind and is actually being impacted by the way I think. So all this is coming like, when Baba said that you will come across stages of peacelessness, so forget about like those big circumstances coming up. But how is my mind reacting in these little stages as well, in these little scenarios as well? And so further he says, therefore, children of the constant bestower of peace become bestowers of peace. You have to be bestowers as well as those who show the way to become a bestower. As you move around, remember, I am a master bestower of peace, a master bestower of power. With this awareness, continue to give vibrations to all souls. Only then will they realize that they can experience peace by coming into contact with you. This reminds me of again that example of going to that school. It was so natural when that teacher said कि सिखा तो हम भी सकते हैं ना, जो सब्जेक्ट आप पढ़ा रहे हैं वो हम भी सिखा सकते हैं. But why are they calling didis there? It is because of this power of maybe power of connecting to the supreme, maybe meditation, maybe Rajyoga, whatever is there. They said ये तो आपको ही आता है. And it was so beautiful to see that they asked Didi to sit there, and help the students with meditation, give them this experience. And they were very frank and open, the teachers there, that, we will be able to teach the subject in words, but we will never be able to give them this power that they need. And this actually gives you that, sparks that swaman in you that, oh, see, can you see whatever you have, the others don't have it in the world. And whatever Baba has planned to do it through you, like using you as an instrument, it cannot be done by using the other souls. And it really sparks, it ignites that swaman within that, yes, um, I am the master of peace. But then, of course, in the subtle, we all need to work on ourselves a bit more, right? The Baba says, only then will they realize that they can experience peace by coming into contact with you. Therefore, remember the blessing that you have to become master bestowers of peace and power. You are all brave, are you not? Let there not be any waste thoughts, even in upheaval, because waste thoughts will not allow you to become powerful. What will happen? This will not happen, will it? Is waste. Whatever happens, watch it in a powerful stage and give power to others. Those side scenes will also come. That is a byplot that is taking place. Watch it whilst considering it to be a byplot, and you will not be afraid. Asha, I was meeting the second group. Do you experience yourselves to be multi-million times fortunate? Because the Father who gives so much that you become fortunate for the one birth anyway. But this imperishable fortune continues for many births. Did you ever think about this imperishable fortune even in your dreams? No, we certainly did not. It felt impossible, did it not? Forget about impossible. We did not even have it in the thought. Right? So how can we have those dreams that I'm going to meet God Himself someday? The Baba says it felt impossible, did it not? But it has become possible today. So, do you have the happiness that you are such elevated souls? Your happiness does not sometimes disappear due to any situation, does it? You continue to receive the treasure of happiness from the Father every day. It is never ending. You don't ever worry about anything. What will happen to the property? What will happen to the family? You don't have this worry either. Carefree. So what will happen to the old world? There will be transformation only. No matter how elevated you are in the old world, it is still old. This is why you have become carefree. You don't know anything. You have something today and may not have it tomorrow, but you are not worried about that. Whatever happens will be good. For Brahmins, everything is good. Nothing is bad. You are already emperors. You are emperors now, and you will be emperors in the future too. It feels so good. You are already emperors. You are emperors now, and you will be emperors in the future too. आप ही हो ना, it's like आप ही हो और कोई नहीं बन सकता. Since you are emperors all the time, you have become carefree. You have such sovereignty that no one can snatch it away from you. No one can shoot away your sovereignty with a gun. Have this happiness all the time and continue to share it with others. Make others into carefree emperors too. Acha. The Baba's next meeting, the third group. Do you experience yourselves to be the elevated souls who are always under the canopy of the Father's remembrance? This canopy of remembrance keeps you safe from all the obstacles. No type of obstacle can come to those who are always under the canopy. Those who stay under the canopy are guaranteed to be victorious. So have you become like this? If you move even the foot of your thoughts from under the canopy, then Maya will attack you. If any type of situation arises for those who stay under the canopy, then even the most difficult situation will become easy. This is true, right? All of us might have experienced this maybe somewhere or the else, but this is true. If you are in good remembrance and maybe say you are traveling on the wrong road, you've taken the wrong route, Baba is going to correct that in some way. Baba is going to give you a reason that day that why we took this route. And this happens. But something as big as a mountain will be experienced to be like cotton wool. It is a wonder of such a canopy of protection. What should you do when you find such a canopy? Even if there is any type of temporary attraction, if you come out from under the canopy, then everything is finished. So this is why you now also know about temporary attraction. Always remain distant from such attractions. Limited attainments will finish in this one birth, whereas the unlimited attainments will be with you for all the time. So, those who have unlimited attainments, that is, those who always stay under the canopy, are special souls, not ordinary people. Even people who have like a lot when it comes to materialistic possessions, like maybe talking about big celebrities, there is so much that many of them have, um, a few maybe, or many of them have moved on to the path of devotion, to the path of spirituality. Of course, carrying forward their work as well, like being celebrities, they cannot really leave everything and go there. But um, just like Baba said, that there will be a time, there will be Vairag, they won't feel like uh, it, a lot interested in these limited desires and limited attainments. So this is happening, right? And listening from their, uh, like having their opinion, the celebrities say that we we trust only God's planning, and you know it looks like they are not no more interested in the worldly desires, right? This has now come true where Baba actually said that limited attainments are going to take you nowhere, and even the souls, the other souls in the world, are actually understanding this. Right? So Baba says this awareness will make you powerful for all time. Those who are long lost and now found always stay under the canopy. Remembrance is the canopy. If you move even the foot of thought from under the canopy, then Maya will come. This canopy doesn't allow Maya to come in front of you. Maya does not have the power to come inside the canopy. Such souls become constantly victorious over Maya. So to be a child means to stay inside the canopy. This is also the Father's love, that He always keeps the children in the canopy. So remember this special blessing that you have. Become the specially beloved ones, and that you have found the canopy. This blessing will constantly enable you to move forward. Take this as a blessing. Right? Now, at the time of farewell at Amrit Vela, this confluence age is Amrit Vela, because the whole of the confluence age is Amrit Vela. the greatness of this time is remembered for all time. So the whole of the confluence age, that is Amritvela, means the diamond morning. The father is always with the children, and the children are with the father, and so an unlimited diamond morning. Baptada always keeps saying this, but in terms of being in the corporeal form, in the physical world, even today, Baptada is giving all of your children, whatever you call it, a good morning, a golden morning, or a diamond morning. All of you are diamonds, and the morning is also diamond. It is to make you even more of a diamond. And so a good morning for always being with the Father. This is so, so, so beautiful. He's wishing us a good morning, a golden morning, a diamond morning to make us even more of a diamond. Acha. So we will spend a minute in silence, reflect on the points, and then share. Om Shanti. You can unmute and share points.
Om Shanti, Deepika Ben.
Om Shanti.
What Murli, as you know, you were just mentioning, see, from yesterday, every Murli, there is some action plan or there's a lot of Swaman points which Baba gives. Like he just went to the title was so simple, Accurate Server. But he started with, I am a star of success. In this unique spiritual constellation, I influence the souls of the world and matter. With my sparkle, I emanate light and angel. That was a lovely feeling when the sun and moon included me in the constellation. Then Baba went to the feelings of service, which was the heart of the Murli, which is what makes an accurate server through good wishes and pure feelings. So that people, the souls experience attainment. When I serve this, I serve it in the combined form of tapasya and remembrance. I give people an experience of having faith and intoxication in one Father. For this, though they experience contentment. So I have to first make myself a jewel of contentment. I have to stay in solitude and I have to connect to the Father. I don't need anything from anyone. I become a lighthouse and a might house, and I spread peace in the world. And then he said, I merge all the weaknesses, not look at the weaknesses, but merging the weakness, which was something very this through the power of tolerance. And today he just spoke about what we always like, Atak, Akhand, immovable, unshakable. which is what is needed, the final moments. Some time back, he had said, be in a Shakti form. If you're in a Shakti form, the other people will only see light. So I remain knowledgeful, so fearless, Shakti, whatever may be happening or what is happening, I become a messenger of peace. Before this, I, for me to be a Shanti Dut, I myself absorb peace. I think this was the art. How do you become? For that, again, bestower. This was, as I said, Baba had already said, contentment, unlimited service, and being a bestower are the things for you to complete the 18th chapter. So that was the last thing which, before, of course, Baba says, increases my Swaman of I'm multi-million times fortunate. And then all this being a bestower of peace and remembering my blessing, I have to always be 24 by 7 under the canopy of protection. So again, we come back to the pavilion square one, remembrance. So when I am in remembrance, all these Swaman I can experience, then Maya cannot attack me at all. This awareness will make me powerful for all the time, and I become Atak accurate Sivadari. Om Shanti.
Mm, yes, so true. Girija sister summed up Murli so beautifully. A short brief.
Om
Yes, anybody
Shanti.
else? Om
Om
Shanti.
Shanti. Thank you, Baba, and thank you, Divine Family. And one is very important. Baba said that when you miss any waste thought, you know, to not be any waste thought even in affair. Waste thought we are not allowed to be powerful. So this is a very much underlined we have done. And under the canopy, and that second thing. And Amrit Vela is a diamond morning. So it's very much an unlimited diamond mornings. So this is a very any good thing for churning for today. So this is I got message. And yes, embodiment of rightly said, sister rightly said, the embodiment of peace and power. The cows, they cause a fire, and you throw a water on it. So this we have to do, and this is called a true serve. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.
Yes. Anybody else who wants to share any other point? Who wants to add anything? Question here, like, how do we understand this concept when Baba says that you have to um, give them peace, or just everybody was discussing and having this, it was there in the Murli, that you are supposed to give them peace. How do we do this? Like, what is the basic um, thing that we are giving, and how, because it's nothing physical, right? So how
It
do we
is the
take this?
awareness.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Adding on to what awareness? The awareness of two important things, which is just coming now to me, is awareness of each soul here is performing their part. Now, is that going to be very easy at that point of
Yeah,
time?
our awareness of I am the bestower of peace, I am the bestower of power. This awareness gives vibrations to that.
Correct. But at that point of time, so that's what I was adding on to that awareness. Yes, I am this, but then one was, of course, self respect, standing in the self respect of who I am and who the other soul is, as you rightly mentioned, Kalpesh Bhai. Second thing is, Baba mentioned in today's Murli about being in this awareness of this is going to be a world drama. Each one of us are playing the part. And that awareness will only come when we are constantly in the company of the divine. And the base there is to start the day with powerful Amrit Vela and conversation with Baba. Now, that were a couple of points that were coming to me while we say, okay, awareness is very important, but how do we always be in awareness? One is self respect, other is in the awareness of the concept of drama, and that each soul here is performing their part. Now, constantly practicing that will give an access to this.
Just to add to what Lucky Ben said, see, it's not something which you can just do in a day, just go away and take out my bag of peace and give. No, it's not like that. And giving peace, here, Baba is talking about at the time of peacelessness. Otherwise, when people are happy and if people are in heaven, you go and give them peace. It's not even your bag will not be even looked at. First of all, I'll as that awareness is the original quality of the soul is what I'll have to first connect to. Who am I? Whose child am I? And what are that quality of that source? That source is the ocean of peace. So it's not something which can just take place in a day. I just go and give peace to anyone. See, this is my original religion. This is my original quality. I have to become an embodiment of awareness of that. So that needs a lot of accumulation, power of accumulation within me. Once when I accumulate, at the time of peacelessness, which is much more important, that time I have to donate peace. What is I cannot go and donate peace when there is no peacelessness. So I have to first become an embodiment of it. So for that, these two, who am I and whose child am I? That thing when comes, and again it comes from contentment. I have everything, I need nothing. What I have to give, so there is no turmoil, there is no shakeable, there's nothing which moves me. I am so strong that nothing, no maya, nothing can touch me. So that firm foundation is what is needed. So again, that is a practice. That is not awareness is just the root, but I think one needs to every day cultivate that time. That's why we have our good morning as Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti is not just that, it's just to remind the soul, who am I? Who am I? I think that will work. And this is only at the time of peacelessness. Like this peace gives me a Shakti form, a form of a bestower, a form of a donor, and then I give. So I think it's something deep which we have to really, for a long period of time, as Baba says, it's something which needs to be practiced for a long period of time to be used during the short period of time. Om Shanti.
Mm. Rightly said, that the awareness is just the first step. But of course, repetition and then the practice, of course, it's not a one-day thing. So true. We need to accumulate that power, whatever it may be. Maybe peace, maybe bliss, you know, and then it will actually work. Otherwise, quite many souls think that maybe Mansa Sakash I'm doing, but is it really actually reaching out to the others? What is happening? I mean, is there any change? But yes, if it's accumulated inside, whenever there is upheaval, if I have enough stock with me, then I'll be able to share that. Right? So, anybody else wants to add on?
Deepika Ben, I just wanted to ask you, it's not a question. See, if you see in the whole Murli, what all Swamani has given, everything is for me soul to work on. Like even this peace. Baba saying, Om Shanti, you are a peace, but I have to work on it. Or Baba is saying, you are a star, you are a lucky star. Again, I have to work on it. Otherwise, I'll be an inconspicuous star. Or even he says, you're multi-million times fortunate. That is just he's recognizing me. So again, that's my effort. There are so many of these swamans I feel. Baba, it's like a title you give Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan, and all. But for me, I have to work on it. Otherwise, if suppose just imagine Sarva Shaktivan ke bacche master Sarva Shaktivan, that one grain if I put on me, I can explode. So this is my effort. But that last one, I think that is very, very special. This canopy of protection. I needn't work on that at all. Whenever this canopy of protection comes, I remember I used to share it with Praful Bhai. If you have seen this advertisement, there's a girl walking on the road. She's having a Cadbury's, and she's on the road. It's sunny. Above that is her boyfriend or somebody who's holding an umbrella, and to see that the sun doesn't come on her and the chocolate doesn't melt. So if she goes behind, the umbrella goes behind. So I think this canopy of protection is God's gift. I always like that. I needn't work for that. Once I have accepted that person with the umbrella, my God, as my Shiv Baba, I can be carefree. I can just go right, I can go left, I can go anywhere, but I'll find. I was just thinking of all this. This is a beautiful, I needn't work for it. Just that one awareness at one time. Shiv Baba, I belong to you and you belong to me. Can you just, um, what to say? I have this
Mhm.
thought of mine which was running. Is it a little
It's
okay or?
wonderful. It's a wonderful thought because that is something that all of us have received naturally, right? The canopy. We don't have to work on it, right? You rightly said. It's a beautiful thought. Mm. Wonderful. Of course, we are in this canopy, but then we also have to remind ourselves because there may be, like as we walk, we may hop on, we may trip onto something. So at that time, also, we need to remember that the canopy is still there. We are not out of it. At times, what happens is we feel like, oh, where am I? And is Baba there with me? Or what is happening? So the only awareness at that time will be that, yes, he is still there. Maybe I uh, tripped on the road somewhere, or maybe I fell down, but then the canopy is still there. He hasn't gone away. Beautiful. Yeah. Many a times there are shadows, there is darkness, there is a different kind of the clouds that try to hide that uh, the the mere presence that the canopy is there. उसको overpower कर लेती है माया. So at that time also Baba says that just if you cannot do anything, just have this awareness that I am still there.
Sister,
Baba is still there. Yes, yes, please go ahead.
sister, one point I want to ask question that Baba has mentioned is the canopy of remembrance keeps you away from obstacles. So can we churn on about that? A canopy of remembrance which makes us away from obstacles. So obstacle free we have to become. So this is very much of um, I think so. Canopy of
Mhm.
remembrance. Can you highlight on that?
So would anyone like to share anything on this? What Baba has asked.
Yeah, that was a very lovely thing. See, it's like a barter. That man above will not give me the umbrella unless I do something. It's like a barter exchange. But this it's only one time. It's not that 24 by 7. See, I have accepted him as Baba. So, yeah, remembrance is not something to sit down and say Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba, and all. But when his thoughts are merged in me, when is totally every nerve, every body, everything of mine is there, one. And secondly, if I follow the disciplines, that is also there. It's not just saying Shiv Baba, rotating the beads and all. No. So the disciplines which he has given me as a teacher, as a Sadguru, if I follow that, that itself increases my remembrance. At the end, brother, any day it is only remembrance, remembrance, remembrance. That remembrance, to make it 24 by 7, it has to be merged. It's like bolte na nas nas mein Bhagwan hai. Everywhere, if I touch this, if I pinch this, it's only you. So that comes, when nowhere else, it's only he. And it also needs a discipline. It's not just going away like a Mamta yogi or a Ramta yogi and all. No, there are some disciplines also which Baba has given us, Amritwela, Murli, during the day. So those also, as a teacher, we have to follow. There are many more. Your question was really mind blowing, because this canopy of remembrance, if you take, it is. Little effort if we do, this is only one where Baba makes an effort to protect you. You remember, you hold my hand, I will not leave you. Like earlier, I remember, Baba, when he picked us, Baba, we had a picture. Baba used to wear a long coat and we were inside his pocket. But we used to fall out from his pocket and he used to pick us up and again put us down. Why you're leaving me and all. So remembrance is never leave his hand, never leave his thoughts. It's something so deeper, brother, to really answer your question. It's something, an experience, I think. I don't think I have done full justice to what you've asked.
A wonderful
Some
answer,
got some idea.
wonderful
I got
sharing that
the
you did.
canopy of remembrance any different, and I think from yours, we are talking. I got the message that the canopy of remembrance, all the remembrance. There is a canopy, like a tree, in the so that remembrance, there is a lot of remembrance. So this is a canopy of remembrance. This very much important line. They keeps you away from obstacles. यानी कि whichever obstacle, Baba said that you have to become obstacle free. So there is a powerful sentence. This is for me. And canopy of
Actually,
remembrance.
when Baba speaks about the canopy of remembrance, and when he says that you're going to be obstacle free, that doesn't mean that we are not going to come across any of the tests or any of the papers or any of the situations. Circumstances
I
will
agree.
happen.
Obstacles
Yes,
are there, but we become free when we have that awareness,
yes.
canopy of awareness there. So we are obstacle free. है ना कहा जाता है ना वो हम पार कर लेंगे यानी कि
No, you're not
Yes, yes, so
obstacle
true.
free. That mountain of obstacles you'll experience is like
हाँ
cotton wool. Obstacles आएगा. But you कैसा
ऑब्स्टेकल तो
आया?
आएगा वी बट वी ओवरकम
Cotton
दैट
wool.
यानी कि हम
कापूस
जंप
जैसा
हाई
चला
जंप मार
जाएगा.
लेंगे उसमें
Yeah.
Mm, yes, yes. That will be easy. If we are in remembrance, then that will be easy for us to cross. Yeah, that's true. It's a wonderful discussion. Would anyone like to add on to anything here? Any other point? Okay, so we'll move towards the meditation then. Spending a moment in silence, reflecting on how am I going to be the messenger of peace throughout my day, peeping inside the little corners, the little aspects of my schedule. Whom do I meet? Where do I go? What do I do? How am I going to inculcate peace in every scene? So let's spend a minute reflecting on this insight. Thank you. Shanti. Thank you, Baba.
Om Shanti. Before we close the class, tomorrow we have Arif Bhai taking us to the deep journey of the Murli dated 31st of March 1986. The title of the Murli is The Year to Become Full of All Powers and to Attain Blessings. So let's get um, reflecting on this Murli that we read a couple of days back and come prepared with our sharings. Over to you, Ami Ben.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Deepika Ben. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a beautiful day.